Hi, I'm Krista Brisky-Richard with the Chicago Park District, and welcome to the 8th season of Night Out in the Park's cultural event series. This year's presentation of cultural experiences will undoubtedly be one to remember, but equally as exceptional as all the rest. For the first time in history of this outdoor arts and culture initiative, we're taking live performances and entertainment from our neighborhood parks into your home. Join us virtually as we travel across the city to enjoy rich cultural performances by some of our city's most talented artists. More than 40 of Chicago's very own arts partners from diverse disciplines will present works, available for you and your family to watch on demand from the comfort of your own home. Thanks to Mayor Lori Lightfoot and the Department of Cultural Affairs and Special Events, and our newest partner, WTTW, for their continued support. Tune in to watch WTTW's presentation of Night Out in the Parks, The Stars in Your Backyard. The series of broadcast performances will feature 17 of our Night Out performers. Connect with Chicago's rich and cultural scene through our virtual series, Your Night Out at Home. Each week we'll premiere new digital performances by local artists. From dance and jazz to theater and world music, enjoy engaging entertainment in your own backyard, balcony, or living room at www.nightoutintheparks.com. Until we meet again, stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you at the park really soon.
I don't know why coming up with scripts is just so strange. Okay. Doing it again. Here we go.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, action.
Hello, my name is Via Rosa. I'm here with AMFM's Feast. Well, someday you're gonna wake up. I'm gonna be making zucchini poblano fajita style today. AMFM Feast partnered with Imperfect Produce to get me some amazing ingredients. So we've got some zucchini and tomatillos, and everything else was just in my fridge. I chose this recipe because it was one of the first things that my dad taught me how to make. It's really simple. It's usually stewed in tomatoes, but today we're just gonna toss in some cherry tomatoes so that it's easier to put inside of the taco. I got some, what else are we using today? Poblanos, onions, corn, cherry tomatoes, like I said. We've got some avocado, garlic, got some thyme from my garden, and a little bit of cilantro. And some people would like to put sour cream on their tacos, but I am vegan, so I don't really like sour cream. But yogurt is delicious. So we're gonna put some yogurt on top of this, and it's gonna be amazing. Hallelujah. Now you just tell stories. Even though you can cook in olive oil, you probably shouldn't, but we're gonna do it today because I'm feeling a little feisty. We're gonna go ahead and get our poblano peppers and onions and zucchinis that I cut into half moons, because that's just the traditional way that you make the zucchini poblano. I'm gonna put it all in this giant pan, just like this. I'm gonna let it do its thing. You wanna let the zucchini get nice and golden and crispy, and the onions are gonna start to caramelize. It's gonna be delicious. Don't forget to rinse your tomatoes, everybody. And we're just gonna slice the tomatoes. You can use Roma tomatoes or canned tomatoes if you wanted to, because it really doesn't matter, just as long as you get some tomatoes in the dish. The tomatillo, even though it looks like a tomato and people use it for salsa, the salsa verde, it's not even in the tomato family. It's a gooseberry. Well, it's closer to the gooseberry. I don't really know what it is. It's a tomatillo, but it's in the gooseberry family more than it is in the tomato family. So I'd say it's about a cup of chopped tomatoes and 4 cloves of garlic. I used the entire zucchini from the box, which is huge, and then 2 poblano peppers, half an onion, and 2 ears of corn. This dish is delicious. There's a restaurant in Austin, Texas, actually, where I was born and raised, called Mr. Naturals. And that was one of the first times that I was introduced to zucchini poblano as one of the sides on the menu. And honestly, I'm not really a zucchini fan, so I never got it. But when I got older and my dad taught me how to make it, I was like, dang, this is the move. So anytime I come across some extra zucchini, I'm always trying to make this dish, whether it's in a taco or over some rice. So, many years ago, my mom was working on her website, to the inside joke, and I was like, hey mom, are you gonna cook dinner? And she's like, I'm working on my website. And I was like, okay. And so when I started cooking, I was like 9, and ever since that day, I was just always cooking. Oh. And so that became like my job in the house, was to like, oh, Yuvia, what's for lunch? Why is that my problem? And then after a while, it was just like, oh. Or I would be like, are you guys hungry? And everyone's like, no, I'm not hungry. And then I would start cooking, and then start sniffing their nose into the kitchen. And I would be like, dang, now y'all hungry. I only made enough for one person. I was raised vegan by my parents, and my dad did his best to make his mom's version of the food, but like the vegan version. And so I learned a lot of Mexican food when I was younger, and then my taste buds started developing and liking different things, and I would just like taste things and then go home and recreate it. And it was like anything from Thai food to Jamaican food, and like I started fusing things together. And yeah, went straight to culinary school at 16, and then I went to another culinary school when I was 18 in Hollywood, and then I ran this kitchen at a vegan restaurant for a couple of months, and then they like closed down and I lost my job, and I moved to Chicago. I was always making music since I was a kid. My parents were in a reggae band, and so I was just always around it, and I didn't really think that I was gonna start making music. It was just like something that was in my life, and I enjoyed doing it. Somehow, some crazy way, people got a hold of it and started sharing it. And I was like, how do you have that? Like, oh, your sister brought it over on a burned CD, and then I burnt it, and then I put it in the car, and then someone else wanted a copy, and I'm just like, wait, what? And so everybody had these like burned CDs of my music, and it just kind of became a supply and demand thing, and other people wanted me to produce for them because I was making beats. And it was just like a long paper trail of me just being involved in food and music. And then when I came here to Chicago, I joined Them People, which was a production like company team that developed artists and produced for artists, and it was just like a safe space for people to come and create and make friends. It was like really amazing. And before we dropped my second album, I ended up joining Drama, which is the band that I'm in now, and that just blew up crazy. Took everything. I didn't want to do anything else but do drama. I quit my job. I had the dream job. I was working at like a raw vegan restaurant for like 14-hour days, and was like about to have access to changing menus and coming up with different items. I got the biggest check I had ever made working in her kitchen, and was like, look man, I need time to go to the studio. I gotta go to the studio. She was like, what? I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I quit. And then within a couple of months, we were like on tour and doing a whole bunch of stuff. So this is looking quite delicious, as you can see. Nice and crispy. We're gonna go ahead and wash your hands, because that's important. Dump in the corn. Another thing that's very important with cooking vegetables and cooking in general is timing. A lot of people will put the garlic in at the beginning with the onions, but I don't like to do that because then the garlic burns by the time it's time to eat it. So I'll put the garlic in probably halfway and let it get nice and brown. We're going to put some lime in here. I'm going to throw in some fresh thyme. I like to just throw it in with the stem because it's just going to melt off anyway. As you can see, the corn is starting to brighten up to a nice yellow color. That's how you know it's done. Oh, actually, let's salt it. I feel it in my bones. You got my hopes up, and this is all that I know. And I'm down on my luck. I'm down on my luck. Shut the heat off. And bam, There you go. Zucchini poblano, fajita style. We're gonna serve it inside of a tortilla with some vegan yogurt and pickled tomatillos. Let's do this. Just some vinegar and salt and onions and garlic. It's a little bit of flavor to add. And yeah, so there we go. It's very simple, very nice, clean taco. You can serve the zucchini poblano and the yogurt or sour cream over rice, or inside of a burrito. You could serve it with chicken. You could even put chicken in this. But this is just like a nice vegan zucchini dish that you can try at home. So I hope you enjoy, and enjoy your Imperfect Produce box. Thank you for joining me.